Since it's cold, dark, and gloomy outside and I have the day off, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to grab my Sony A6000 and a couple of external flashes and experiment with some splash photography. I've always been fascinated by those pictures where they capture the droplets of water as something's thrown into a glass. I always think that's really cool. So I wanted to see if I could do that for myself today. And I've experimented just a little bit in the past with it and had some mixed results. But today I've got some additional equipment and it's been a while since I've done it, so I thought it'd be fun to try and tackle it again. Let's go over some equipment, then I'm going to show you the setup that I have along with the settings of the camera, and then we'll just do some experimental shots and see what we get. So to begin with, I have two external flashes. These are it's the newer brand right here. It is the Speedlight 750II. I actually had these on my Nikon equipment, and they seem to work great with the Sony A6000. The only downside is I cannot use TTL with them, but I'm okay with that because I like to manually control the flash anyway, so for me it's really not a big loss. The other thing I have, and you may see it here on the bottom, these are the flash triggers. These are the Alturas. So the flash triggers seem to work out well. I've been using those for a while and I've had no issues with them. Obviously I have the Sony A6000 here. I also have the GorillaPod SLR zoom tripod, which is what this is. I've had this for a while as well. It's really strong, durable, and tough. So I've had some really good experiences with that. I'm gonna shoot this in portrait mode as well because of the glass that I have. So what I have here is a wine glass. Now I have some different wine glasses. I have some that actually angle up and out, and that might be a better option if you don't want to get lens flare, but I'm shooting for lens flare and this glass kind of, it kind of caves up and over. And so I'm thinking I should get some good flare off the sides, and it's just the look I'm going for, but got a wine glass here and filled it up with some water. And the other thing, you're definitely going to need towel because it's going to get a little wet. So as we're dropping stuff into this glass, we're going to get some splashes coming out. And then find yourself something to drop into the glass and have some fun with it, right? That's what this is all about, is just having fun and being creative and seeing if we could capture some really kind of cool images. So right here, little G.I. Joe. I think this will look cool falling in there. Got a little bouncy ball, pink bouncy ball here. Whatever you have lying around, grab it. That's what I did. This is just a watch, which I think will look cool in there. A little package of Starburst, right? And also I got some food coloring so you can kind of change the color of the water. I think it'll be kind of cool. As I mentioned, I'm really trying to get the lens flare, but I also have a diffuser. You can diffuse the light with anything you want, but I don't know that I'm going to use that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to get this set up. I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll jump right into the camera settings. This is my setup. I have my glass in the center. I have my two external flashes off to the side. I'm going to turn these back so they face the glass a little bit like this. Got my Sony A6000 right here. It's attached to the GorillaPod. And let's go ahead and talk about the settings on the Sony A6000 that need to be made. So go into manual mode. It's the first thing. Take your ISO, bump it down to 100. Let's start there. Take your shutter speed, make it about 1/200th of a second. Now I go at 1/200th because it's at or slightly below the sync speed of my external flashes. My sync speed is around 1/250th of a second. And at 1/200th of a second, I'm pretty safe with that. The other thing you want to do is go into manual focus. The thing I love about the Sony A6000, it has the focus peaking. So I think it's a great feature to use in a situation like this. You can actually focus right on the glass, the front side, the back side, the top of it, and just fine-tune that focus so it's right where you want it. It's exactly what I did here. Last but not least, you need to take a look at the f-stop. Now what you really want to do here is if you're looking at the back of this camera and you have the live view on inside your menu options, you want to dial that f-stop way up so it's almost black. You want to really drown out the entire ambient sound so that, or ambient noise light, so that it is almost black. Okay, so for me, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my settings here. And as mentioned, everything is set up. I'm in manual mode already. I'm at 1/200th of a second with my ISO at 100. And my f-stop I need to adjust slightly. So as I go to dial it up, I am at f-stop of 25. Now I assure you this room is pretty well lit. So what I see on the back of my screen is almost complete darkness. I have this right in front of me. Now I've already set up my focus so I know I'm dialed in. But in the event you want to see the object, a couple things you can do. Turn off your live view settings inside your menu and everything will brighten up. The other thing that I tend to do is I just pop my flash. Now I pop the flash, it doesn't come all the way up because I have my flash trigger here, but it brightens up the live view on the back and I can see everything. It works great. Now I see everything's in, it's squared away, it's in focus, I'm good to go. I'm just going to push my flash back down. And I'm going to turn my flashes on. I'm getting a low battery over here, so we'll see if it works. All right. Got my flashes set up. I'm going to take a picture of the glass by itself and see just how everything looks here. Looks great, okay? I'm going to do a few drops here, and then I'll probably do a bunch of drops after that, but I'll show you what they look like and just have some fun. I mean, that's what this is all about. So I'm going to start off with an orange peel, and let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Kind of made a funny sound there, didn't it? Picture looked good, though. I'm going to dig it back out, and we're going to try this again. 3, 2, 1. Woo! That was good. You see how that splash comes up? I can tell on the back here. That's going to be a great image. So there's other things we can do, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of keep on playing and having some fun with this. And if you're following along or you're wanting to do the same thing, I encourage you to grab whatever. Be sure it's waterproof. Don't get crazy with it, right? But little army guy, G.I. Joe guy. This should make for an entertaining picture. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Looks like a great, great shot. I hope this video inspired your creativity to grab your camera, grab a couple of flashes, and have some fun. To me, it's always amazing when you're able to grab those images where you got those droplets of water in midair. I just think it's really, really cool, and I had a lot of fun making the video and running through this exercise. So if this video helped you at all or you liked it, just give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's called The Real World. It's relatively new, and you never know what you're going to get. Mainly it'll be videos about photography and technology. That's more in my space. But I may also post videos about automotive maintenance or homeownership, whatever. You just never know. Until the next video, take care of yourself and be safe.